Right. So I wanted to go over a couple of. I'm gonna start a series on it. Of messages of spiritual experiences that I've went through. Because I told you I went through a lot of things. So I'll put out a little series of different experiences I've went through. So let's go. I'll go with two small stories right now. Um, which one do I want to say first? We'll call it two bottles. Two bottles, one guy. How about that? So I have two water bottles, right? And they're both different. One, I'll tell you how the first one got bent. They both got bent, right? So this first water bottle, I always carry to the gym, right? And um, this one day, this is when I was staying with, um, I don't even want to say ex because I don't know what that was. Well, I do know what that was. That wasn't a relationship. But anyway, I was staying with this person I was seeing, right? Um, right before I got my place, and um, I'm not clumsy, like at all. So I was going to the gym. Like this is why you're not gonna understand why I say it's a spiritual experience, because you might say you just sound like you're clumsy. I'm never clumsy. So I'm walking to the gym. Now, all my people who play basketball would know the pain, the excruciating pain when let's say you're shooting a jump or you come down off a rebound, whatever, and you roll your ankle. And like basically when your foot steps on someone else's and it rolls to the side, like completely roll, right? Like one of the bad rolls, like when you just want to tell your partners, hey man, pull the car so we can go to the ER. Because you swear up and down you done broke your ankle. That's how much it hurts, right? So I'm walking, and so she stayed on the middle floor. So it's three floors to this apartment, right? So she stayed in the middle floor. So I'm walking towards the steps, right? And when you get to the steps, you go down, and when you get to that little um, landing, I'll say, it curves to the left, and you go down to the rest of the way, right? But when you hit the landing, it's like when you're looking at it from the top of the steps, you'll see the railing from the bottom up, regular railing height, and it's clear. The middle railing where you can go right through it, and about above that is about maybe 8 inches, 8 inch gap, right? Maybe 10 inch gap, and right above that 10 inch is just straight. The rest of it is like concrete. So when I'm walking towards the steps. I got my water bottle in my hand, right? My ankle, I didn't jump, I didn't skip, I didn't hop, I didn't do anything. My ankle rolled like I came down from grabbing a rebound, right? So it rolled like that. And I'm like, what the hell? So when it rolled, it was excruciating. But at the same time of it rolling, I still cannot remember how this happened to this day, right? I'm launched in the air. Like how do I end up in the air? Like it happened so fast, I don't even know how it happened, right? So I'm literally flying like Superman pose. Like I kid you not, I'm in the air like Superman, right? Over the steps. So I'm over the steps. So I'm flying towards the landing. Like there was no way around us, right? So as I'm flying to it, I'm like, I can see everything. I'm like, I'm gonna get jacked up if I keep going the way I'm going straight to that wall, to the red. I'm like, there's no way I can predict how I'm gonna hit this thing. So I turn my body like real quick in the air so my back will hit it instead of me flying towards it with my hands, right? So I hit the back of this the railing. I hit the that thing's like a nuclear bomb. I hit that thing so hard and it was like boom, and like the whole thing was shaking, and like I got up and I was like, what the hell? And like I couldn't put weight on my ankle. So I'm like, how the hell I roll my ankle? I'm like, what the hell? Now me, I'm stubborn. And when I say I'm gonna do something, that's how my mind is set. It's like to continue to do what I say I'm gonna do. So I'm talking about excruciating pain. I literally I'm on this landing, right? And I still had to go down. So now I have two options: go back up to the apartment and ice and whatever, blah, 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 or continue to go to the gym. What do you think I did? I hobbled down the steps. Can't put any weight on my ankle. I'm talking no weight. So I'm hobbling. I got about 6 steps out of the from the, and I was like, turn your dumb ass back around and go. I was literally gonna go to the gym, and I was pitching my mom. I was like, you're gonna literally hobble around the gym, putting on plates, and I'm like, so I turned around and went back up. But I'll show you pictures of the bottle. I'll put it on this message and have them flashing on the screen. But because that bottle, it has a dent in it now, and it's there's a couple of dents in it. It's because it flew out of my hand when I flew in there. That bottle flew out of my hand and it hit the wall and all kind of stuff, and it has a dent in it now from that. But like I said, I'm counting this as a spiritual experience because, number one, I'm not clumsy. I'm not clumsy at all. Number two, I've never in my entire life, besides playing basketball, rolled my ankle. I've never rolled my ankle outside of playing basketball. Never. So, especially from walking, I was just walking, literally walking, and it rolled on its own. Like, it literally rolled. I'm talking about, I don't know how it happened. And then for it to roll at the precise moment, like right when I'm far enough away from the steps to be launched in the freaking air, it happened so fast. But I promise you, it felt like something launched me in the air. So that was the first experience. Well, one of the experiences of my bottle. The second bottle, which I will also put on the screen, this was a simple one. But this is how I link it to the first incident, right? Because the first incident, I was on my journey probably maybe 2 years in, 3, something like that. So I still was learning a lot of different things. Like I was not, is where, as far along as I am now, I was not there. So I was still learning a lot of things. Now, this particular experience, this one didn't happen not too long ago, actually. I'll probably say it was only a couple months ago that this one happened. And I send a lot of messages. I meditate a lot, like a lot. And when I meditate, it's got to the point now I can literally meditate and I can get up a whole new person. Like my mindset will be completely different, right? So I'm constantly being monitored in the astral realm when I'm meditating, right? So this particular time, and this has happened before, where I was meditating, and I told another story of I was meditating, and I have the little banana hook thing, like you put the bananas on the hook, and I'm meditating this day, and the bananas, like I can hear them go boom in the kitchen, and I'm in the other room with the door closed. It was loud. And I'm peeping out, I'm like, what the hell is that? And I couldn't find anything. And I go into the kitchen and the banana thing is just sitting inside of the base of the banana tray. I'm like, how the hell is it? I'm like, dang. So it literally took the bananas off and slammed them in the tray. Because I was sitting there playing with it for a few minutes. I'm like, I know I didn't hook it on there wrong. I'm like, even if I did, I was like, and I just tipped it off. I'm like, it didn't make nowhere near the amount of noise that it made when I was meditating, right? So that was that incident. Now, this bottle incident was, like I said, a couple months ago. I was meditating, and I was in a nice meditation. I was deep into meditation, and all of a sudden I heard something go boom. My water bottle, which I have, is a copper. It's a copper water bottle, right? And copper charges water, so I put water in it, and then I'll speak affirmations to the water, and then I'll also put it on a charging plate. So I had it sitting on this charging plate, and it's just sitting there, like it's always sitting there on my water cooler. And I'll take a picture of it, how it looks and everything, and how it's sitting on this plate. And once again, I play with it after. I was like, I know I didn't put it on the edge or anything like that, because I've been using this plate for I don't know how long now, and it's never fallen off. and I just put it in the center of the plate, right? But when I was meditating, like the bottle just flew off, and like it once again, it wasn't like it was tipped off. It was like boom, like somebody grabbed it and slammed it on the ground. I'll show you the dent in my my doggone bottle, which pissed me off. I'm like, man, you can sit there and dent my bottle, but that was also another spiritual experience, because they're always around you, and energy's always around you, and depending on what you're doing is how they're going to interact with you. Like I said, that first story that I gave, that one was out for blood. That was not an accident. That was me trying to be, that energy was trying to hurt me, for sure. And now that I've risen, ascended, they don't have the same access to me as they did before. So they can only do certain things, knocking over my bottles and stuff like that, hiding stuff, stupid stuff, just to try to annoy me. But these are just two experiences I wanted to throw out there. I'll have a lot more spiritual experiences that I'll tell you about, but I'm gonna leave that there. So if you got anything out of this message that you'd like to subscribe, and I will definitely check you in the next one.